Hello and welcome to Unmastered. I'm Emma.
And I'm Gohar.
And we are uncut and on the record with your favorite bands.
We're sitting today with Aftrhours.
Hello. You guys had it down good. I was just like,
Oh, when do I come in?
yeah.
So we're going to start off with a couple of little icebreakers just to kind of break the ice and get everyone comfortable. So tell us, what's your name? What's your favorite ice cream? What unique, useless superpower would you want to have?
Okay. I've got this one.
Okay, go for it.
Ready. My name is Matt. I go by Aftrhours when I produce, write, and perform. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Rite Aid mint chocolate chip is definitely...
Thrifties.
Yeah.
We love Thrifties.
Yeah,
so much.
People sleep on it. It's like one of the best.
This podcast is definitely a Thrifties fan.
Yeah.
I think this is like the third time we've talked about
Sponsored
Thrifties.
by Rite Aid.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Useless superpower. I literally just talked about this with my friend, and I'd be called Puddle Jumper, and I would jump into puddles and only be able to come out of other puddles. So
so like a portal thing?
yeah.
Teleport.
And it's only puddles, so like I'd have to live in like a rainy area.
I was going to say, you wouldn't be able to
So yeah, I
like
couldn't
teleport
puddle jump here.
and be a drought. That just would not
Yeah.
happen.
Well, not in California.
Now, like, would
I moved to,
you
like-
be able to like jump through one puddle in like one country and come out one in the other?
I never thought about the range.
All right.
Yeah, but
Puddle jumper?
Puddle jumper.
Puddle
Yeah,
jumper.
that sounds so useless.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Matt, aka Aftrhours, aka Puddle Jumper.
Oh, there it is. That's in the bio.
There we go.
Search it on my Spotify.
There we go. Perfect. So how was your day today?
It was good. It was really good. I wake up at like 6, and mornings don't even get easier at 6. Like, you think they would, they don't.
I'm not a morning person at all. I was late to work today. I woke up late.
Whoops.
Me
I used to be, but then college happened, and then I wasn't.
Yeah.
If you're not forced to do it, then
why do it?
yeah, exactly.
So you got up at 6 a.m.
I
today.
got up at 6, yeah.
By choice?
My choice, yeah.
Just to get your day started?
My
Or
day started at 6, and then I go to the gym, and then I go to work. I work at a music software company.
Cool.
And then I came home and I rushed and got a haircut. And then
Oh, wow,
I don't know why.
to look
I just-
presentable.
I gotta get a haircut.
For this
My confidence
podcast.
goes up. I'm like, I feel better.
For this podcast, which no one will see what we look like.
We'll be taking one whole photo.
We will take two whole
Yeah.
photos, actually, for him.
Exactly. So yeah, I got my haircut, but usually I would just be doing music right now. Like, I just go home. I've been trying to play piano more, so yeah, I usually do like an hour of piano, and then I just make music till like midnight. And
Very
then
nice.
I go to bed at like 12:30.
And get up at 6?
Get up at 6.
That's like 5.5 hours of sleep. How do you do that?
I hit snooze a lot, so it's probably like 6:20.
Okay, fair enough.
By the time I'm like
actually out of bed, getting
like
up.
6:20.
Cool. So, tell us your story. Who the hell are you?
I am Aftrhours. So I grew up in a really small town called Lakeport. I graduated with like 50 people, probably like 40 to 50 people. It's crazy. I was in a band though, and I got to open for like Kelly Clarkson, All American Rejects,
Oh, nice.
Journey, like all these bands. When I was in high school, I was like a junior. I felt like I was a cool kid in school. I wasn't, for the record. But then I went to college at Chico State, which is Northern California. It's like 3 hours north of Sac.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved down here like 4 years ago, I think. And so I moved down here, and then I worked at a studio. It's called the Boom Boom Room in Burbank.
The Boom Boom
Boom
Room?
Boom Room. It sounds like a strip club. It's not. But yeah, I worked there for like 2 years, and then it sold to Good Charlotte. Bought it from Will Smith to name drop. So I don't like Good Charlotte anymore because I was out of a job.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So, like,
Oh no.
Thanks, Good Charlotte. And then I got a job at this music software company. And it's called Slate Digital. And I worked there 9 to 5, and then just doing music till 12:30.
Nice. So speaking of music, how did you get involved in music? Like, what made you decide to start making music?
So I was always like beating on pots and pans and stuff, and then my mom It's like, let's put him in piano class. It's like, that's not going to work, but okay, I like drums. And it didn't work. I was just like, they kicked me out because I was just running around. I was like really young. I was like 6. And so then we moved, and then I wanted a drum set. So they're like, we got to put you back in piano for like a year, and we'll buy you a drum set. And then this time I was like 11. I was like, cool, I'll knock this out. 1 year, have a drum set, be a drummer. And then like a year goes by, and I'm just obsessed with piano. And then they give me a little drum set, and I never played it.
I was gonna ask, did you ever do the drums?
Never played it.
Do you know how to play the drums though?
I can keep a beat. Like I could do that. I could play like some basic chords on guitar, and I could record it all. But yeah, like my main jam is piano. And
Nice.
so that was like my main.
Are you like classically trained in that, or you
Yeah.
just nice,
Yeah.
very cool. So you started that when you were 11, you said.
Yep, started when I was 11. Haven't stopped since.
That's fantastic. Wow, I've tried to play piano. Gohar can play piano.
I can play piano.
What's
I
that?
have tried.
I also play drums.
Okay. So
Oh,
look at
we're gonna take drum lessons from Gohar.
Yeah.
now.
that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Start back up, Mom.
I've tried to play piano. Like I bought a keyboard from a friend in high school, and like I learned for a little bit, but like I can only use my right hand. That's my
Gotcha,
dominant
yeah.
hand, and I can only do the only thing I can remember is a little like riff from Coldplay, the clocks. You know the song Clocks
Clocks,
with
yeah.
like the doo 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 like that riff. That's all I
Yeah.
can do on the piano, and it makes me
Good.
sad that I don't know more.
You know, I forgot most of the stuff that I learned, but I know music theory and
Okay.
a few, you know, of the classic ones.
Decent.
I know a Sarah Bareilles song and
Okay.
an Adele song, so
Is
that's
it
all that
love
matters.
song?
It is love song.
Yes.
Can you play love
I can
songs?
play love song.
You guys, do you have a
We'll
piano
have
in
to-
this house?
Yeah, it's in the room.
We'll do
There's a
that.
piano in this house. We're gonna have to do it later,
Yes.
just for the hell of it.
Yes.
I mean, I'll probably have you play something for the gram.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun.
Mhm.
We're gonna post that. So you play piano, you sing, which is
Yes.
awesome. You said you dabbled
Dabbled.
in guitar a little bit,
Yep.
and so is there any other things that you do, or is that kind of like piano's the main focus
I
here?
played like trumpet in high school, but I don't really play trumpet anymore. Like I don't really talk about that.
Well, you just did.
There's some people that are like, I play this. I'm like, I could play trumpet, but it's not like
But
my
you don't
main
want
thing.
me to play
Yeah,
trumpet.
you don't want me to play
You don't want to see that happen.
That's about it. And then I just record and then
Cool.
produce all the songs. Yeah.
Cool. So, why is it that you make the kind of music that you do? Is there something in particular that kind of attracted you to this genre of music that you make?
Like pop music and stuff. Like I've always like all my friends hate like top 40 music, and I'm always like, yeah, I hate it too. I'm like, I love top 40
You're like,
music. I secretly love this. So like luckily like I'm a fan of top 40 music. Like just I like that it's relatable pretty much. Like everyone can relate to what they sing about. It's simple. Like people can play the songs. Like you can learn pop songs. Like not like insanely difficult. So I like that aspect of it.
Very nice.
I think ultimately it comes down to can people sing along to it and
Yeah.
can people dance to it.
I think
Exactly.
dancing to it is a huge deal.
Mhm.
Especially like I'm a huge like in my car dancer
yeah,
to
yeah.
music, especially when I'm stuck in traffic,
Which is constantly these days.
which is constantly these days. So
Yeah.
I was listening to like all of your songs on Spotify on the way here,
Awesome.
just like jamming out. Like yes, this is great.
You got another monthly listener, by the way.
Yes, you did. Follow,
I was
subscribe,
wondering, I
the whole
looked
thing.
just like, alright, I'm good.
You're like, I got 2 more
Yeah.
people. I'm set. We're gonna cap it. This is my prime.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you kind of produce your own music. You have is that your home studio that was in the vlogs?
Yeah.
You have
I
a
got my
very
apartment set up.
impressive home studio. Like, how did you get that extremely cool setup?
Yeah, I'm super comfortable in an apartment. Like when I worked at a studio, like I got that vibe, and it's cool. But there's like nothing like working just in my apartment. That's what I've done since I was in middle school. So I just sneezed. Sorry. So sorry, I lost track. Yeah, I got a cool studio. So like that's been like one of the keyboards is from when I was in a band. One of the keyboards I just saved up from like I produced this one artist in New York. And
Oh
just
my
saved all
gosh.
that money and got like another keyboard. Like all the gear is kind of expensive, but it's just like over the years it adds up. And then yeah, it's
You
pretty
have
much-
are those like the That setup that was in one of your vlogs. It has like monitors. Okay. I mean, for those of you listening at home, Gohar's dog. Gohar's dog is kind of chilling with us, but doesn't seem to understand the definition of the word chill and wants to bite.
No, he's just really excited, you guys.
He's excited for After Hours. But in one of your vlogs, like you're in this like kind of like setup where it's like all white and it's like giant Macs. Is that?
Yeah. So that's where I work. So my boss, that's my boss's studio.
Oh, that's so funny. He let you film for 5 seconds.
I don't know.
Maybe let me.
I mean, does he watch the vlogs?
Yeah, he's watched a few of them. He wanted to share one, but he's like, it's kind of inappropriate for the crowd if I shared it. I'm like, I get that. My brother's naked in like half the episodes, so.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But yeah, so that's like where I work, and then I've got my like home setup. That's not that studio.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the fact that you have a home studio at all is very impressive and very good. So kind of, what is your process for making your music? Like, kind of tell us from start to finish. Like, what does that entail?
Yeah, I can take you through a few different ones. Like, usually it's different every time.
Do you want to go through one of your songs?
Yeah, let's go through.
Let's do New Friends.
Let's do New Friends.
I don't want to do that later.
I'm sorry. Let's do it. Okay, let's do my favorite.
Can we do?
Yesterday is my favorite.
Okay,
Wanna Feel Good is my favorite.
Okay.
So let's walk us through both of them. Just walk them through as a
I gotta
both.
remember the story on one of them. Okay. I remember yesterday because
It's too much.
I had the melody. I was just playing the chords, so I sat down and I had the kalimba sound. So that started off just the sound in general. Like you can start with lyrics, melody, but it started with that pluck sound that starts the song. And I was just and then the melody somehow was just like yesterday, na, 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 na. And that's all I had. And I think I was just saying yesterday. I was like, yesterday, na, 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 na. And I was like, oh, this is fun to do. Yesterday. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yesterday, and then I might have just said, I thought I needed a break. I was like, that's a cool concept. Like, that's not what's going on in my life right now. But that's a super cool concept.
I'm sure it's relatable to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I probably recorded that melody and then just looped that part and then just started writing and tried to get into that mindset. Like, okay, what would someone like? So I'm regretting that I'm not with this girl anymore. So let's just write like what this person would look like, what they sound like, what they do, and then I just kind of have that, and then I'm like, all right, let's write it.
Just roll with it.
Let's roll with it. And then what's cool about that song is the hook. I was like, this is super catchy. And so I was like, I'm just going to take that melody and put it in the verse, just an octave lower. So like the verse melody, looking in the same eyes yesterday, it's the same, pretty much same melody as the hook in the verse. So that's part of why I think it's so catchy.
Yeah, it definitely is.
By the time you hit the hook, you kind of like, oh, this sounds familiar. And like, oh, this is the verse melody.
Yeah, it's one of those songs where it's like, you hear it, like midway through the song, it's already stuck in your head.
Exactly.
And you already know the lyrics, and you're already down to like dance to it and sing along to it. So that's definitely something that I really love about music, especially like when you're listening to something the first time and then you like catch on to it. It feels so great. Yeah. You're like, yes, I know this. I love this. I did this. What about Wanna Feel Good? That one's my favorite.
Wanna Feel Good?
Yes.
That one I did with my buddy. His name's Electric. And he had come over. He had co-produced Use Me Up with me too. And we both worked at the studio together. And how did that one start? We had that one started with the bass line, and then we just had 4 on the floor. And we literally, like, the whole time, we were like, we gotta make a song. I just want to feel good, like, when we make it. Like, the song, you just go out, you just start, like, fist pumping. Not like Jersey Shore fist pumping, you're just like, yeah, this feels nice. So we had that whole, like, that was, like, the same throughout the whole song. Like, I just want to feel good when we listen to this. And then we knocked out, like, the whole beat, because it's pretty simple. We have, like, the plucks, the bump, bump, and then we always have, like, a vocal chop in there. So that's just me saying, wanna feel, and we just chopped it up, and you could play the melody when you chop it up on the keyboard. So that's like the hook, and then the lyrics were just like, let's just make a song called Wanna Feel Good. I just wanna feel good.
You wanna feel good.
Yeah.
So when you're making your music, what naturally comes first? Is it usually melodies?
It's the melody, yeah.
Definitely, but then the lyrics kind of tend to follow after.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because, like, we've talked to some people and, like, their processes are different. So it's always good to see, like, how an artist, like, in their own head kind of makes music and makes it in their way. And that's what makes that artist unique.
I think it's, like, the most important part is melody. Obviously, there's no right or wrong. But if you go, what was that song? You don't go, yeah, the words were this. You go, oh, it was like...
You'd be surprised.
But no, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. You'll be like, oh, it goes like this, and then you'll like hum it.
The song's like bum 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 da na na na. They're like, that's Yesterday by Aftrhours.
You're like, yep, that was the whole plan. So, speaking of songs that you've done, in 2006 you did a song called Excited.
2016.
2016. Why have I said 2006 multiple times? In 2016, you did that song called Excited, which did pretty well.
Yeah.
How did that kind of collab come with Travis Atrio and like that whole thing? How was that song born, really?
That song, that took a while to get done too. So my buddy that I worked at the studio with found him on YouTube. He's like, dude, this guy's got a killer voice. Like,
that's how I know him from YouTube.
Yeah, he's got a really good following. He does great covers. And so we had lunch and we were just kind of like talking about the direction and like what vibe he would want as an artist. And we kind of ended up on this, like, I hate label stuff, but it's like this weekendish dark R&B vibe. And so I was like, well, give me like a few days, like I'll see what I can come up with. And then I just had the loop of like the and I had that looped and that's just kind of like, and then the piano came in, and I'm trying to think how the words started. I think it started with the first line, like, car windows, but no one is seeing it. And then it just kind of went from there. And I remember I went home. So I just had like a basic idea. I went home that weekend and I just have a piano. Like, I don't have a setup at my mom's. And so I wrote the like 80% of it just on just grand piano and then vocals. Recorded it all, and then I got home and I built it out. And then he came to the studio like a month or two, like back and forth. Just trying to figure it out. Yeah, he came to the studio, cut it, and it was actually supposed to be a Travis Atrio single, like, not just produced by me. And then he had like he switched up the genre. He wanted to do an EP with a different genre, so he was like, he didn't want this to like confuse any listeners. So I was like, how about I just release it featuring you? And that's how it came about, and that actually helped jumpstart my Spotify following.
Yeah, definitely. Because doesn't that one has a lot of streams? Are we does. Like,
should I?
It's got like 400-something thousand.
It does. It
you
has
were
a
checking
lot.
Earlier?
I always check.
He's like, how am I doing?
I'm that guy. I'm like
even
sitting
on,
here like
just looking, checking all your stats.
Yeah.
I mean, even on YouTube, it has a lot of views as well. Like that one did really, really well. So congratulations on that one.
Thank you. Yeah.
430,000 plays.
430,000.
You brought a lot. Like if you heard my vocal demo, you'd be like, oh, okay. I don't know where it was.
Pull it out.
Yeah, I remember he went into the booth and we hit record and like he sang the first line. We both looked at each other. We're like,
yeah,
this is good.
Wow, this is amazing.
So from like start to finish, how long did it take? Because you said he was in and out for a couple months.
Beat wise and music wise, it took like a few weeks.
Okay.
And then like getting it cut to getting it released was like almost like a year probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it had to have been a year.
It paid off though. I mean, that song really is a fantastic song.
I appreciate that, yeah.
And I mean, it's like you said, it's done well, and like I think it's going to continue to do well. I think as more people find that kind of music and find you and find him, like I think it's just going to be one of those songs that people are going to be like, wait, this came out like 2 years ago? How have I not noticed it? And it's just going to keep growing and
that'd be great
keep getting that following with it. It's a good song. It really, really is.
Thank you.
Definitely like it. So you have released a couple of singles and an EP over the last year. Do you have any of your, like, do you have a favorite song? Is there one that you're most proud of? A couple, like, just go ahead. Yeah.
One I'm most proud of is New Friends. I just think like sonically and concept. Well, I thought the concept was really clever. And what's funny is I had written it like a year ago probably, and just was sitting on that, a few songs, and then I saw, like, before New Music Friday came out, like, Bieber was releasing a song called Friends. I was like,
Oh,
my
no.
God, dude. Like, should I put this out beforehand? Like, and I'm like, please don't be the same concept. Like, please do not, you know, and luckily it wasn't. I was like, thank God. And then another person put out a song called Friends. I forgot what, it was Marshmello, and I think that came out before mine.
That's right.
And I saw that one, and then I'm like, oh my God. That's my concept.
You're like, what is happening? This is my idea. What?
I'm like, shoot, I screwed up.
I think it's the equivalent of when you think of something and then you see a Facebook ad about it.
Oh, yeah, they get you. They get you with the ads. You could do a whole podcast on that.
We really could. Like, legitimately, like, I will be thinking of something and 2 seconds later, it's in my Instagram feed, it's whatever, and I'm like, okay, like, what has been implanted into my brain? Why do you know this? Like, I didn't Google it or anything. I just thought of it, and now it's there.
Yeah, we're gonna get ads for, like, Justin Bieber's
Friends
like,
now.
Suggested song. It's like, yeah.
They wiretapped us. They're in our microphone. They're just gonna flood us with ads for this now.
But yeah, so that was one I'm most proud of. My favorite song is She Kinda Looks Like You. And I was shocked that it did so well because it was just like acoustic guitar, and
it's simple,
like,
that's why.
I had like a whole production like planned. That's what the remix was pretty much. And then I was like, I like this guitar and like little rim shot on the hooks.
So who was playing guitar on that one?
That's me.
There was. So you do more. You more than dabble in guitar then.
So yeah, I did that one. That took me a little while, and then I was like, I'm gonna have a friend that plays guitar, do it, you know, and he redid it. And then I kind of screwed myself with release times, and just kind of used that version that I did.
Okay, that's a good version.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
We loved it. Fans loved it.
I really like that. I think it's because it's really simple, and you can totally get behind just a song like that.
Yeah.
And plus, it's got like I don't know. I'm a huge lyrics person, and like if I'm listening to lyrics, and I'm like, oh, like I felt that one. Like that one's definitely got a couple of really good ones in there that I definitely enjoy. And I think it's simplicity, and it's nice to listen to. It's like you can just kind of lay there and just listen, which I love. So the EP, like how did you decide what songs went on that? Do you have any songs you've written that haven't seen the light of day yet?
I do, sadly. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And now they're like too late. Like my parents are always like they're super supportive. They're like, what about this song? I'm like, it's too old now. Like,
I can't. The vibe doesn't work well.
I'm on to new things now. I'm on to new things. Yeah, the EP. I didn't do that many. Like you hear some artists are like, I did 100 songs for an album. It's like,
no.
I don't do
that's
that.
a lot. You need to chillax.
Are they even good?
Yeah.
Are they
exactly.
even
like,
good?
They can't be a good song. 100 songs. So I probably did like 12 songs.
Okay.
And then just cut a few out that
wasn't meshing well with the others.
Yeah, and just that I didn't think that were strong enough. And but I did have one called Aftrhours.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
When do we get that one?
I
feel like you gotta
off the record play for you guys. I don't know.
Maybe we're gonna see
uncut and
on the record. This is.
I'll see if I can find it while I do this. I'll see if I can like multitask. But.
That would be, but like just because you always hear about artists doing like self-titled albums, like you very rarely hear an artist do a self-titled song. I think the 1975 has done one.
I mean, isn't every album of theirs called the 1975?
The first song is always the 1975, and it's like an overture, instrumental transition type song.
But it's like you don't see a lot of artists, like everyone, eventually, like I feel like almost every band does like a self-titled album, but like self-titled song, like that's dope. That's gonna
it was.
That's your chance cool to really sell yourself.
I have a friend of mine. Shout out Tom.
Yeah, we love Tom.
Yeah, Tom. He's like one of my biggest fans and supporters, and he's like, you should have put Aftrhours on the EP. I'm really angry about it. He's like very mad at me for not putting it on there.
Dang. Well, I think we're gonna hear it now, right?
Do we get to hear it?
Oh, great!
Yes!
It says 2016, so it's 2016.
Dropbox. We love Dropbox.
You gotta send that to us.
Yeah.
Only take my calls when no one's laying by your side. Until we're both too numb to feel the pain of what's to come. Tell
god.
This should have been on the EP.
Tom's gonna be like, I told you.
You should have listened to Tom.
I know.
I'm really loving this. Like, I don't want to talk over it because I love it that much.
I'll cut this part out. You send us this, and we'll put it in.
So yeah, that's After Hours.
Oh my god.
We love After Hours.
Welcome to an Unmastered
Yeah,
exclusive with After Hours.
There it is.
Holy crap. That is a
Yeah,
fantastic song.
Thank
That
you.
one's gonna see the light of day.
Yeah, at some point I could do it.
I mean, it's just been released on our podcast right now.
This is an exclusive. This is
live.
right now.
It's
You
live.
only know it if you listen to this and you listen to us. And wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Thank you.
I feel like
appreciate
you.
that. Now I'm gonna. I feel like I should release it.
I feel like you definitely should. Like 100%. Just like drop a single.
You
out of
definitely
nowhere.
have our support, and I think this time you won't even have to have a fake New Music Friday for that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that fake New Music Friday. So you took to Photoshop
Yeah.
and very creatively made your own New Music Friday cover for yourself, which we loved. We
Yeah.
thought
I
that
have
was
a few
very clever.
Photoshop skills.
It's
You
hilarious.
also made your own New Music Friday playlist.
Yeah.
Please elaborate on
I had
this.
this great idea, and I was like, telling it to everyone. Everyone's laughing. I'm like, oh, let's see if it works. I was like, why not just Photoshop the same thing? They do the same like gradient with navy blue and red text,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just add all the same songs that New Music Friday has, except like whack ones that I don't like. Make a better New Music Friday playlist
With your songs on
and
it,
my
of
song
course.
on it, yeah. And then just release that. But I don't think it helped. I mean, New Friends is doing actually pretty well, so maybe it did help. Maybe I tricked some people.
That was
I don't
really
think
hilarious.
it was. Yeah, it was
Like,
hilarious.
we were looking through the Instagram feed, Gohar pointed it out to me, and I was just like, this guy
This
knows how
guy.
to finesse in the best way
I
possible.
wanted, like, I spent a while on the caption because I'm like, I don't want people to think like I'm trying to like act like I'm actually on the Music Friday. So I don't know what my caption
I think you
was,
said
but
something about like,
I mentioned Photoshop.
something about like, I'll just stick with this Photoshop until I actually am on the real one or
exactly.
something like
I have
that.
another funny Photoshop story if you guys want to hear it.
Of course we want to hear it.
I think that's what we're here
We
for.
always want
I
to
think that's
hear
what we were for.
funny
I'm glad I
Photoshop
know to fit
stories.
this in here because I'm like, this is a fun story. So I do mine with Photoshop since it's just quicker that way. And so for the album art of She Kinda Looks Like You, it's like this chick laying on the bed.
Yeah, it is.
Seductively and stuff. And I literally just grabbed that from the internet, like from a free photo website. And I'm like, this is great. I'll Photoshop a filter on. It looks great. So I'm like halfway done. I'm with a friend of mine actually too. He was actually good at Photoshop and he was kind of helping me. We get halfway done. He's like, is that a rat? I'm like,
No!
I'm like, what? He's like, is that a rat on her? And I'm like, holy that's a rat. There was 3 rats. We photoshopped them out, so that's why the story's funny. But let
I'm
me
like
see if-
looking at it right now. I
So
can't really
there
zoom
was
into
3
it.
rats. There was 1 rat on her arm right here. There was 1 rat on her, like on the bed right there,
Uh-huh.
and then see that shadow on her leg?
Yeah.
That's part of the rat. I just photoshopped it out.
Oh
And,
my
like,
god.
I would have to find I don't have it on me, but
That is hilarious.
there was 3 rats in the picture, and I didn't even realize
How do you not
it.
realize it's a rat? Like,
There's 2 rats.
are they like tiny or are they like?
No, they were
they're
big.
like.
They were big rats. So they were very big rats. And I was so confused after. So it took like a day extra of like photoshopping the rat out, and like that's why the shadow on her, because there was part rat and part shadow.
Oh my
So like I literally just like took the color behind her, just went over the rat, and like the shadow is part rat. And
I mean,
I
with,
have okay.
with
Wait.
the filter and everything, it doesn't even look like there were any.
I have
Yeah.
so many questions
yeah,
about
I know.
this.
I wish
First
I could
of
find it
all-
to show you guys the
First
original
of all, how do you not notice 3 large rats? Second of all, where did this picture come from again?
It was
And why
on,
did
like-
she have rats to
I
begin
think,
with?
Emma, it was
Oh
the
my
World
God, I
Wide
found
Web.
it.
Oh my god, he
I
found it.
It's just a free
Too bad this is a podcast and
No,
no one can
I
Can
see
we
know,
it.
post
I know.
this? Do
Look
we
at
have
this
your
picture.
permission
There
to
it
post?
is. That's the picture.
Oh my god.
So there's a rat, and there's a rat.
Okay, I understand how
Let
you
me see
didn't see
this.
it at first.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden in the shadows.
Do you mind
Holy
if we post
crap.
this?
Yeah, you can
Oh my
totally post
gosh, we're totally posting this.
Send it to
Because
me.
I thought it was an amazing story, and how do you bring
Dude,
that up
can
to
I
people
see
to
that
talk
one
about
more
it?
time?
Like, hey, I got a story for you.
You guys.
You can't bring it up, so this.
Well,
this
you
worked
found
out.
the perfect
I
opportunity
know,
to
I've
get
been
Wow.
waiting for like a year, and then you guys are like Photoshop. I'm like,
You're like, hey, this one time there were these rats. Well,
I'll send you guys a link.
Perfect. We're gonna share this with everyone. I mean, since we're on the topic of cover art, well, rats, but cover art. I'm a huge fan of all the cover art that you've used for your new releases, awesome. And I mean, we solved the mystery on this one, yes, but where did kind of the rest of those come from? There's a lot of like mysterious, cool colors, especially the angles are super abstract with that, which I love, and there's very creative framing. So like, where did this come from? Where did this concept come from?
Yeah, like my favorite color is pink, so this whole vibe of like
we can tell.
Black. Yeah. And I'm not wearing. Well, I guess these shoes have pink in them.
Oh, they do. Oh my gosh, your shoes have pink stripes like on the inside.
I like cool. I like your hats too.
The listeners are gonna be like, you guys, like I can't
see.
They're pink. The shoes.
It's okay. It's like reading.
Yeah, we have a rose red microphone here, which is basically pink.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So yeah, the pictures, like some of them, like I said, like it's just like that, like finding cool pictures that are just like free online. Because half the time I'm like, I have the song done. I'm like, I need to release this right now. I'll find something. And then I just Photoshop them all, like half those pictures like in the daylight, and I just take the contrast like all the way down. And it's just like, yes,
nice.
It's dark now.
Yes, that is one of my not
my
lie,
aesthetic.
That is seriously one of my favorite things. I don't have Photoshop, but I am very handy with that iPhone editing.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. If you wanted to have that like mysterious vibe, you just move that sucker over and just get it dark.
Not to get too nerdy, but I also add like a fog texture to all of it and just lower the opacity.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, opacity.
Opacity. I've never heard anyone say it that way before, by the way.
Yeah, shout out.
How do you say opacity then?
It's not opacity? I thought it's opaque.
I think it's opaque.
No, it's opacity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Emma.
Opacity is like a blend, so it's like super foggy. If you take the opacity down, it just kind of like gets thinner and you can't really see it as well.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
And then,
you know, the way I learned to say opacity was because of watching nail polish videos on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Is really opacity?
Yeah.
Opacity.
I've been saying opacity like my whole life. I feel really dumb right now.
It's like,
seriously, like it's a little bit of a, like, I wonder how many times I've said opacity and someone who actually knows their shit looks at me like you're really stupid.
Or they don't know how that's pronounced either and they're like, yeah, Emma's right.
You know what? Route, Caribbean, potato, tomato, pajama.
Pajama, there we go. I used to say pajama.
I was gonna go into pajama, but my brain didn't finish the tomato part. Whatever, you get the idea.
Anyway,
so you kind of do it on your own.
Yeah, and then but when I took just like we did back then. It's like tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, is that an actual picture of?
Yeah, that's me. That's me and my girlfriend.
Okay.
And we tie-dyed those ourselves.
How cute!
But funny story about this.
Oh, let's go. Roll into it.
Funny stories. I was coming over here. I'm like, I don't have any good stories, but I do now. I guess.
We bring out the best in people.
I was like, I wanted to be on bleachers. Like, I wanted to have that like throwback. And obviously, there's the Notre Dame school right by my house.
Yeah.
In my apartment, and it's like, cool, we'll just go over there. Like, I'm from a small town. You can walk in schools. It doesn't matter. So we walk in.
This is a private school, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't know this. You know, you do whatever. And so I think baseball game was just wrapping up. So security kind of looked at us, and it was me and my girlfriend and my buddy Chef Paolo and his wife, and she was going to take the picture of us. So we kind of walk in. Security's kind of looking at us and like waving, what's up? Walk in, walk all the way to the end, get on the bleachers, take like 3-4 pictures, and then security just comes over and they're like, what are you guys doing here? And I'm like, what do you mean? We're just taking some pictures. He's like, you're not here for the baseball game? I'm like,
no.
Yes.
Yes, maybe.
Like, well, it's over now.
We could be.
Okay. Just like
your
my
point?
voice kept just being like, okay. And I never like answered any questions, and then he kicked us out. And so we got kicked out of Notre Dame.
After...
We got the picture, though.
Like, yeah. How many takes that? Like, you had like three shots?
We got like 10 pictures, probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got the one in those 10, so there you go. It was meant to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gosh. So wait, the small town you're from, is that in California or is it?
Yeah, it's Northern California.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
There are no small towns down here.
I'm just asking if it was California. He could have been like from Arkansas or something. We gotta clarify. Wow, okay. You've got quite the
Yeah.
Quite the stories. Rats getting kicked out of schools.
Shout out to Sherman Oaks, by the way.
Yeah, Sherman Oaks loves me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Starbucks, all the Starbucks owners love me.
We're gonna talk about Starbucks later. 100% later.
I think
we're gonna reach that.
I think now's a really good time to put in your first song. So
let's do it.
Let's set up new friends.
Yeah. So can you give us a little bit of a backstory about the song? A couple words about it?
Definitely. So this song, I can't name names, but one of my friends, they probably don't like talking to me anymore, but because I do this, they're telling me like they just got like they broke up, him and his ex-girlfriend now, and they've been together for a while, and he's like, yeah, I think we're gonna stay friends. I'm like, ooh.
That's probably
I'm
not
like,
the
thinking
best
in my head,
idea.
I'm like, should I tell him what I think or what he wants to hear? So I'm like, cool, man, you gotta do, what makes you happy. I'm like, that's sick. In the car, that's a terrible idea. It doesn't work really. People say it works, but it doesn't really work. And so like I went home and I was just like, I know you wanted to stay friends, but I'm like, because she's gonna move on, and then they want to stay friends. Like, how does that work? I still don't know how it works, but I wrote the whole song about that.
It doesn't work, by the way.
Yeah,
It's a very. I feel like if it does work, that's like a very rare situation.
Yeah, very rare. I mean,
think in a perfect world,
I feel like maybe when you're like older, but when you're like younger and you're still in 20s and teens, it's kind of tough.
Definitly. So
But
that's kind of how
so
that
I wrote
song.
the whole, like, I literally was just like, and then when I had that, I had the hook. I was like, I know you wanted to stay friends, but I want like you coming around with him. And I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Like this is
Like,
how it's gonna be.
It's like not just the podcast. Like I listen to this stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, that's how I did New Friends, and I played guitar on this as well.
Nice.
So,
See, you do more than dabble in guitar.
Yeah. So
you can say you play it at this point. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and play New Friends for you guys, which is Aftrhours' newest release. So here it is.
We got caught up in love being young. You were following strangers back home, and I always hated sleeping alone. So when you left, had my ex come on over. We were so high and low like the drugs that was still in our lungs. And when the morning it comes, will we be okay? And we said some things, we thought we could take it back. We couldn't see that this wouldn't last. Are we saying goodbyes at the end for us? Will we be okay? I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. No, I don't need any new friends. I know that we both wanna stay, telling ourselves that things wouldn't change. Now you're moving on like there's no time to waste, and I'm just waiting. And we said some things, wish that we could take it back. We couldn't see that this wouldn't last. Are we saying goodbyes at the end for us? Will we be okay? I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. We were so high and low like the drugs that was still in our lungs. And when the morning it comes, will we be okay? I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. I know you wanted to stay friends, but I won't lie. Like you coming around with him, yeah, all the time. I know it's rude, but the truth is I don't need any new friends. No, I don't need any new friends.
Okay, so you just heard New Friends from Aftrhours, one of my favorites. Actually, all of your songs are probably my favorites.
it's very kind of you.
I mean,
Melts my heart.
Good music, man. We just love people who make good music.
Yeah, I think I've been following you for like maybe a year and a half or something like that, and just everything that you release, first of all, is really good. Number two, you're really funny about it.
Thank you.
Which always, it makes me laugh, and when you can make me laugh, you're obviously one of my favorite people.
Yes.
There we go. So, we heard your song. So you do your own music. You also do remixes. You did one for "Gives You Hell" by All American Rejects, which apparently you did stuff with in a former life.
Yeah.
So it's so weird.
I had 2 stages in my life. It's my former past life, and
this one.
That's it.
That's it. No one. "Sugar We're Going Down" by Fall Out Boy.
Yep.
Those must be a lot of fun. Tell us more about that kind of. What is this process like for you, and is it different than making your own music?
Yeah, it's a lot more fun because I don't have to like cut vocals and then do that. I just steal theirs and then
Steal it.
"Sugar We're Going Down" is like my all-time favorite song. It's probably the first song like I memorized all the words when I was in like middle school and high school, going through my emo phase.
Emo phase. Everyone had one of those.
So that's, I mean, if you look at the songs, it's like semi-emo songs. So, but
They
it's
are.
super
No,
fun,
they are. That's
because
why.
like those are songs I played way too many times. So just like hearing them again is a lot of fun, and then just putting my own twist on them is also really fun. But yeah, "Gives You Hell" was special too because I opened for them. It was my first concert I went to. Was All American Rejects.
Oh, wow.
First real concert, like I wasn't like 6 or something. I was like in middle school, and I went with all my friends. And then like 4 years later, I opened for them.
That's so cool.
So
did you have to like meet them and talk to them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that makes me happy. Like it always makes me happy when like those little like full circle moments happen. Like I just get so excited for the person. Like so, I'm very excited that you got to experience that for yourself.
It was amazing. Let me tell you. Like, no, it was really cool. They're really nice guys.
That's fantastic.
And yeah, it was. I remember, but they broke my heart at that show because. Like I was still young. I didn't realize like people perform with backing tracks and like have certain things. So the whole show, like the reason I'm at this show, this is when I just went to them. I'm waiting because it's the Move Along tour, and I'm like in the music video, he gets the grand piano and he plays it, and I'm like, this is the best part in Move Along. And when that part came, I'm like, here we go.
Where's the
no
grand
piano is coming out yet. I'm like, are they gonna push it out like mid song? And then it just never comes. And I'm like, where is this piano coming from? Like, and he didn't do it. So.
Oh man, that had to hurt.
That was a bummer for sure. But besides that, it was the greatest concert.
And that was your first one.
That was the
first one. Is your greatest one.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
I think I saw All American Rejects once.
Yeah.
It was with, you guessed it, Boys Like Girls.
Oh, I love them.
I think our podcast listeners know by now that Martin Johnson's my favorite person.
Yes, this is true. She talks about him constantly.
Gotcha.
Constantly.
Yeah. Well,
like I think we were talking about him at dinner tonight too, and I was just like,
yeah. At the time of this recording, his album is coming out in like 2 minutes.
Oh wow.
The Night Game, not Boys Like Girls.
Okay.
The Night Game.
I was gonna try to remix The Great Escape or Love Drunk, but I couldn't find the acapella, so I couldn't do it.
Do you want me to ask Martin for you?
Yeah,
guys,
if you can.
Listening to this podcast who want to search the interwebs and find those acapellas for us,
please find it to me, and I will remix the song.
Dope. That's awesome.
All right. Wow. I'm going to move on to, I think, one of my favorite questions right now. So you're really active on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I see on your stories that you post a lot about cooking, and you have like your own kind of cooking shows here and there.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us about that? Are you like a fit freak or something? What's going on?
I'm starting to get more into it, and it's funny because I'm not like a chef. Like I cook because I'm hungry. My girlfriend's like, I think you like cooking. I'm like, I don't like cooking. Like
you document it. You must like it.
But yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like I've dabbled in like zucchini bread and stuff. But yeah, my late night, I think.
I'm pretty sure
dumb things like putting pasta in boiling water. I don't know why I do that, but it always splashes me.
It's entertaining as well.
You know what I do to keep the pasta from splashing? You have to, it's like spaghetti noodles. Yeah. You have to take them out of the box and rip them in half.
Yeah.
Like you just half it, and it's so much better.
What I do, because obviously I'm the professional chef around here. Instead of a pot, you get a wide pan with what is it? Oh my gosh, tall sides, and you fill up the water like that, and you could put the spaghetti noodles in, and it'll fit all in one row.
Boom.
I feel like I like pots though, because then when I add the sauce, like if I put it in the pan, it's gonna overflow and make a mess.
It's true. You gotta have a big pan.
This is like a pan pot debate. We're staring each other down right now.
I mean, you could do whatever you want. I'm obviously right, but whatever.
Oh my god.
I kind of do whatever pan is clean. So if it's a long
Nice.
one at that point, like let's just go for it.
Nice.
All right.
Why'd you decide to document it?
I don't know. That's a really good question. Like,
Hard hitting, aren't we?
you guys are.
This is the
asking
deep
like,
philosophical
I'm digging deep right
questions
now.
that we need to know.
I think like I find it funny too because I have no idea what I'm doing. So
Neither do we.
and then like I have a few gym friends that are always like if I have like a picture of cinnamon rolls, they're always like, oh, cinnamon rolls. I'm like, all right, I'll post like healthy stuff too, just to like make them feel bad. But yeah, I try. I do cauliflower now. That's a new thing.
Yeah, I've seen. Have you been making it like the cauliflower rice? Have you been doing that?
I do that too.
I don't know. I couldn't get into that.
Yeah.
I feel like when people like substitute, like, they'll do like cauliflower crust on pizza,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but the whole point of the pizza
Is the crust.
pizza.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? But I mean, I understand the alternative, but whatever. Anyway, well, in addition to that, what's the deal with pineapple for you? Like, does it have some sort of like funky significance?
It does. Again, with the hard-hitting questions.
We did our digging.
Yeah. I think I snuck it into the New Friends album art too. There's like a little pineapple at the
Oh,
bottom.
no way.
But, so like I have like a lot of allergies, and I'm allergic to like a lot of fruit.
That's
Like a lot of fruit. It's really,
Really
sad.
sad.
People
That
get,
really
like,
sucks.
sad for me. I'm like, it's
because
okay.
I love
It's like,
fruit, man.
Like,
like,
you're like you can't eat apples. Like oh my god.
Hold on.
It's
We
okay.
need it. I needed. You know, I think I should have asked for like an allergy list or something.
we could have given him like iced tea with apples in it, and he could have just like
That's why I
died.
just drink water, but
Good call.
yeah, no, I can't do like cherries, apples for the sake of the podcast. I'm not going to list them all. Avocado, though, people get really sad for me about avocado.
You can't have avocado.
Wait, so you've never
Like,
had
poor
guacamole?
guy.
Have
like,
you ever had? Wait,
I probably tasted it once and then realized I can't eat it. Like, no.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it is, but I got peanut butter. I don't have a nut allergy, so that's okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that would be worse. But yeah, so pineapple is like one of the only fruits I can eat, and so it's
Freaking
always
love
just been this
pineapple.
like, or like when I go out drinking, I usually get like vodka pineapple or something like. So pineapple is just always.
It's your
part of
go-to.
it's part of my thing. Yeah.
I love pineapple, so I 100% support the pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes.
All over.
Yes.
All right, you're
all
welcome
over it.
in my home again.
Yeah,
Yes,
I go to
just-
like those like pizza revs and stuff that make you own. And I'm just like, just more pineapple.
Just keep it coming.
Just do more
It's
of it.
just
It's cool.
dough and pineapple at this
It's
point. There's nothing else because I'm allergic to all of it. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
I am. It's terrible.
So tell us. So Zesty Boy.
Yeah. I'm
For
a
those
mess.
of you who don't know, Zesty Boy's your manager,
My
correct?
manager, yeah.
Yes. So how did you meet him? Kind of describe your weird relationship you have.
Alright. Spoiler alert, he is my brother.
Oh, no way! You guys
But we
look
get away
nothing
with it 'cause,
alike.
Yeah, we're not twins. He says I'm adopted. I say he's adopted. We don't know. But
We don't know.
yeah, so Zesty Boy has been there, and he's wild. He gets me out of the house. He's a big fan. He's not a big fan of my Nickelback remix.
We're gonna talk about that
Yeah,
later too.
We'll get there. But he's just always down. Like you need someone in the crew that's just down. Like if you're like, you know what, we're gonna go just run past security at this record label. Like let's just go for it. He's like, let's do it. We haven't done that, but
I know. I was like, is there a story coming? Wait.
yeah. Wait a second. I've got another one. No, but yeah, he's always down. And he can reach out to people, so I don't have to do that part of
Yeah.
it. But,
I think something a lot of people at home probably don't realize is that being an artist in itself, there's a lot of work with just making the music, but then
Yeah.
there's this whole other side of like admin work and like with playlists and reaching out to people and networking. And so it's always good when you have someone who can do that side of it for you so you can focus on the creative side.
Exactly. And it gets stressful, so he's just kind of always in a good mood.
Well, shout out to Zesty
Shout out Zesty Boy.
Thanks for...
him, but he's working right now.
That's okay. We're thinking about him. Yeah. So hopefully he's feeling the vibes we're sending.
He's in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Stop. So it seems like the two of you do get into a lot of trouble together. You started making these vlogs earlier this year. What made you start these? They really are kind of insane.
You're almost at David Dobrik levels.
Yeah.
With your 85 views per video.
Exactly. So, I just wanted a bigger following, and I was like, I didn't want to do covers. I'm not, a big fan of, just doing covers.
But remixes are okay.
Remixes are okay.
Okay.
For some reason, they're going to be like, that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't have to. It's just the way it is, guys.
But, yeah, so I wanted to kind of just start building up my YouTube content. I didn't have anything, and so we kind of thought it'd be fun to have this real, semi-real, fake, making it in the industry, and that kind of went off on its own. That was the goal, and then it just got kind of wild. But yeah, the goal was to do music, but
it turned into something that was not that. In one of your earlier videos, you kind of did a little trailer about yourself as an artist. You mentioned that you, and I'm quoting this, use creative solutions and, correct me if I'm saying this wrong, steez to accomplish anything you put your mind to. Welcome to my journey. Things might get weird. First of all, what the hell is steez? And second of all, things most definitely did get really weird. So please, what is this word?
I love hearing someone else say steez. That made my day.
What is that? At first I was like, am I reading this right? I need
you
glasses.
Must definitely
and I was
were.
like, what is this?
Yeah. So, that's Zesty Boy. Zesty Boy is, really good at making words up. He's just, he's talented at that. He makes up things all the time. And so, steez is just, gnarly stuff, I guess. It's
So do you use this as a
really
positive or a negative?
It's a positive for sure.
Would you be he's got that steez,
yeah,
or is it more
exactly.
that move he did on the skateboard? That's some steez right there.
Steez. I'd be like, yo, Zest, hit him with the steez right now on the Heelys, and he would do
oh my
a
god!
360.
Shout out Heelys!
Yeah, shout out Heelys. We've been trying to get sponsored. You won't sponsor us.
Are Heelys a thing?
No, but
did they? I know they exist. I know you can buy Heelys, but
yeah. What do you
second hand though? Do they still make them?
No, because they refuse to sponsor people.
He's
very
really
mad
salty
at
about this right now.
Very salty about that. But we shot a 6 sponsor me video.
You did.
They didn't even respond.
You did. Where Zesty Boy.
Are you tagging them on
eggs.
Twitter?
Yeah, we're tagging them.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe
well,
not Twitter. I don't use Twitter that much.
We'll get on it.
Yeah, you guys, everyone listening, shout out Heelys for me.
If you guys haven't seen it, in part of their vlogs, they have this commercial almost for Heelys, and Zesty Boy's riding around and drops a dozen eggs totally on accident, and then he's holding onto the back of the car and
yeah, I was like that
Heelys.
looks dangerous because that looked really dangerous mainly because that's sort of how I broke my wrist when I was younger. I had those I had Heely type roller skate shoes on.
Gotcha.
And I was on the back of a bike and it just didn't go well, you guys. I just walked home with my hand.
I was dangling there.
And, my cousin was she was like, oh, nothing happened, it'll be fine. And I go to my dad, I'm like, hey, I think this is broken, let's maybe go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
And so yeah,
see, that's steez right there.
There you go. I never owned Heelys. I feel like I missed out on a childhood.
I mean
they're fun.
You can get some now.
Yeah.
Should I just Heelys myself to concerts? Just
yes,
you know what?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We should go to a live show, and I should just go in circles on the stage. That's the whole show.
I think that's proper entertainment.
Oh yeah,
pre-show entertainment.
So you got, dang,
I
I'm
don't
not
have
wearing
them
them
right
now.
now.
Do you legit like just wear them constantly and just
I wore them to work one time because we have like these concrete floors and I'm like, this is so sick. Like, so one day I'm like, watch this. So I just hit it on the turn. Everyone just stopped and like, is he wearing heelys right now?
at work?
Yeah, at work. But yeah, we heely like down Melrose. Like, you know that pink wall where everyone takes pictures?
Yes.
We heelied through like everyone's pictures, just like healing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
It's the best photo bomb.
Yeah.
It really is.
They're quick.
Dang. Well, awesome for the Heelys.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about these vlogs a little bit more. There's some specific occurrences that stood out to me that we already talked about the Heelys one, so you can mark that one off the list.
Yep.
So you did like a green screen fake live performance in your living room. First of all, what possessed you to do this? And second of all, like, this is a fake performance. Do you ever do like legit live performances?
This is going to lead into that. Perfect. I don't
That was
just
the
do
goal.
green screens for fun. First of all, a buddy of mine was telling me about this website. It's called like So Far Sound or something. Like,
Yes,
Oh, yes.
we know exactly what
love
this is.
So Far
yeah,
Sounds.
So Far Sounds is great. It's a great concept. And I didn't know about it until like before that vlog, and someone was telling me, I'm like, well, it doesn't make sense. They need to see a live performance to like see what they think. Like, they don't just let you do it. They're like, submit a live performance, submit this. I'm like, well, I don't have a live performance. I was like, I got this. You know, we were just starting the vlogs. It's like, we're going to get a green screen. And I'm pitching this to Zess. Zess is sitting there. I'm like, I got an idea. He's like, okay. We're going to get a green screen. We're going to tape it up on the wall. We're going to fake a performance, and you're going to be throwing confetti. And
He most definitely did
And
throw
he
cups as
Yeah.
well as confetti.
and like, without hesitation, he's just like, yup, let's do it. And so we heeled our way to Joanne's. Probably, I don't know if we had heelys.
Shout out to Joanne's Fabrics.
Shout out to Joanne's.
Sponsor
too.
us and After Hours.
Please. And we just did it, and it was funny because my girlfriend's like, how long is this going to be up on the wall? I'm like, just a day.
Isn't it like still up in
We
some of
just
the
took it down.
vlogs?
Like, we recently redid the apartment, so we just took it down, but it was up for a while. Like, we just had a random green screen.
It's not even a green screen, you guys. It's literally just like fabric
Yeah.
that they put on their
I don't
wall.
think it looks that good. It's
It's
not.
2 panels of like
Yeah.
fabric.
And so we actually submitted it to him, and we didn't hear back, so.
Darn. Have you done any live performances?
No, I haven't.
Do you want to? Like, or is that
Maybe at some point.
okay?
Like right now, I just thought that building like a Spotify following and like YouTube would be better at first. But yeah, I mean that's definitely on my radar.
Hopefully
You know, some cool
soon.
ideas for like looping stuff.
Yes, we will be there.
Yeah, front row and center.
Front row
That'd be nice.
and center.
I kind of want to do like a house party tour. Like that would be my
Oh
first thing.
my
to
gosh,
do.
I went to my first house party last Sunday. That was wild. I love house parties. Like, why have I not gone to
Yeah.
one before?
They're the best.
We should throw a house
I'm
party.
so down.
Like, guys, this is gonna happen. Just like flood
Let's
his
do it.
Instagram
Yeah.
with addresses. No, I'm totally kidding.
Let's
Don't do
it.
that.
House party tour.
I think that would be fantastic. I
Yeah.
mean, what band did that recently?
Fangs was doing it.
I think there's a band called Fangs, and they were like,
No, it's just one dude, but yeah.
oh, he's kidding. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know Fangs. Do you? Okay, you should look him
Basically,
up. He's
they
fantastic.
did like
Awesome.
He did
like a
a
little tour.
house tour, and then he tried to reach out and to do it again. But I think he's in Tennessee, so like, I'm like DMing him. I'm like, come to Los Angeles, and he's
Yeah.
like, maybe.
maybe not. But yeah, you should totally do that. I think
Yeah.
it'd be great. Just to, that's a good way to start performing live.
Yeah.
Just get that very relaxed
Exactly.
house party setting. You know, get
It's a great way to connect with your fans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more intimate.
100%. Well, we're gonna keep a lookout for that one soon.
Yeah, please
Hopefully
do.
that happens. Now, it's on the vlogs. That's what we were talking
Yes,
about.
yeah, sorry.
See, no, we go on tangents all the time. You're fine. Another vlog you did was a Starbucks jingle video where you made a little country-ish
Yeah.
jingle for Starbucks, and you and Zest were both wearing green flannels in this sort of music video. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I love hearing you say this because it's just funny hearing it. Why
why would we do this? We want to know why. That's why we're
Yeah.
asking.
So, fun
Inquiring.
fact, I don't even drink coffee, so
Hell yeah.
That's why he wrote the lyrics in it, because I was like, I don't know about Starbucks.
You're like, I don't know what they do. They do things?
He's addicted, but I'm not, so.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump in real quick.
do.
When you ordered your drink as,
we'll talk about this in a minute, but it was not coffee.
No, yeah, it was not coffee. And I also don't drink coffee, and so green tea is my go-to when I go to Starbucks. So I'm like, oh, cool, we got another green tea fan here.
Oh, green tea. Shout out Starbucks.
Mm-hmm. Not sponsored.
Please don't sponsor
Yeah,
Starbucks.
please.
I feel like this would not be the right
Yeah,
platform.
they would not like us. But, yeah, we were thinking of vlog ideas, and somehow I started thinking about jingles, and we were listening to a few. It's like, it's weird, they're all like folk jingles, like folk songs.
They are.
And it's like, let's just write one that's like, just knock it out. So he was writing the lyrics in the living room, and I was just like making the song. I think there's clips of me making it, but it took like an hour, I think. I was going in on the track too. I was like adding stomps, and I was adding like guitar layers and all claps and all this weird stuff.
There really was a lot going on in that jingle. I was very impressed by it.
Yeah,
but
weird.
I'm like, it's so random.
So random.
Like, it really is. And it's country, which I was like, what? Like,
What's going on?
what?
For all the people who are saying, I love everything except country, I think you're gonna really like this one.
Listen to the jingle.
Yeah, I'm that person. And I liked the jingle, so.
So, then there you go.
There you go. So, one more before we roll into my favorite one.
Okay.
I would like to, you'll see in a sec. You have this gavel that you carry around with you. I don't really, you just, it's decided. Or what is it? It is decided. And then they hit the gavel. Like, why?
You gotta hit it on anything near.
Do you like carry that around? Or
Sometimes, yeah, we do. We gotta decide on things when we're out and about.
they had it at Joann's when they got the greens fabric. Like,
we went to Joann's with it. We've been to the mall with it. We've been.
Shout out Westfield Fashion
shout
Mall.
out Westfield Fashion Mall. We've been kicked out of there too.
oh,
Have
nice.
you really?
Yeah, for skateboarding inside.
Oh my god.
There's multiple signs.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could get away with Heelys, like,
You
on the
definitely
Heelys
can. They're
inside.
too incognito. That's what's great. Like,
It's just like,
I'll be like, what wheels?
what wheels? There, I see
I
nothing
don't
that you're
see
talking
any
about.
wheels around here.
Does this gavel have a name?
No, we don't have a name for it.
You gotta name the gavel.
Let's name it right now.
Well, I feel like Zest should be a part of this.
Zest should name
Should
the
we
gavel.
call Zest
Yeah.
and just be like, what's
I
the
wonder if
gavel
he's
name?
off. He gets off late, so I'll text him.
We gotta name this gavel. I feel like it's too important not to just be calling it an it.
Yeah, it needs a name for sure.
Definitely.
Zesty Boy might text me back. We'll see.
We'll see. So we're just
we'll
gonna
come
keep
back
rolling
here.
with
Yeah,
it.
We'll come back.
Now my all-time favorite. So, my all-time personal favorite is your Nickelback episode. You did a remix of How You Remind Me by Nickelback, and you kind of accompanied this remix with a vlog where you, like, method acted and essentially became Chad Kroeger in this very weird transformation, and you looked like him. You had the wig, the chains, the ridiculous jewelry, the leather, and then at one point, you walked into Starbucks as him, like, what the hell? Please explain. Like, I was dying of laughter, but I was also like, what is going through this kid's head right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that was our way to promote the remix, and that was just like, that's why I like Zest, because no one stops these ideas. Like, someone should probably stop these ideas from happening, but no one does. So we have, like, it was a crazy day too. I remember I was running late to something, but I was like, we have to pick up the wig because the place closes. Dude. And it was on like a holiday, so they were only open for like 20 minutes, so we had to like run over there real quick. And
in itself was amazing. It's this long, like down to your like butt,
it was like an Elsa wig.
Yeah, like this long blonde wig that just goes for days.
Yeah,
which they cut.
Yeah, you had to cut that.
Yeah, I had to cut it, and I shaved up, tried to get Chad Kroeger, like, shout out Chad. He didn't respond to the email either.
Did you send him an
email
with this?
Email.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the Starbucks thing, I got nervous. I usually don't get like nervous, but I was like, oh, this is gonna be weird.
Stage fright.
Yeah, I got stage fright a little bit.
Explain to the audience what you did.
So I called ahead of time to have my coffee ready at Starbucks, and
Yeah,
the whole thing
definitely coffee.
Yeah,
It was not coffee. It was green
tea latte. And so pretty much, just called ahead, ordered it as Chaz. Like my girlfriend changed her Starbucks name as Chaz, or as Chad. Chaz is another story, but as Chad Kroger, so they had written Chad on it, and I was just going to go in there as my method acting and just announce that I was Chad Kroger, the lead singer of Nickelback. And I
He's
was
in the
just there
full
to pick
getup
up my
too, you
coffee.
guys.
Yeah, I had a leather jacket. I was wearing my girlfriend's jewelry. Cause
Like
I don't have
ridiculous jewelry too.
Yeah.
Like
I was bedazzled.
you were like even the bracelets and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what our listeners need to do is go watch all of these vlogs.
Yeah.
Especially like if you only watch one vlog, let it be the Nickelback vlog.
That's my favorite one too.
You're gonna see a spike of 2 extra views.
Yes,
2 extra
please.
views. You can.
But yeah, I yelled that too in Starbucks.
You
It
did.
wasn't like super loud on camera. I was a little disappointed, but like
No, I could tell by
That you
how
were
quick everyone
yeah,
turned.
because I felt bad because there was a lady right there. I'm like, I'm about to yell in her ear, but I was like, whatever.
You gotta commit.
Yeah, I gotta commit. So I kicked the door open. I was just like, I'm Chad. And then where Chaz comes from is because this like hipster that was standing next to me who had no idea. So I have another story for you guys. He was like, Chaz, who's Chaz Rhino? I'm like, what? Chaz Rhino?
What?
I'm like, I'm Chad from Nickelback. He's like, who's Chaz? And I'm like, I'm Chad. And so I leave, and he turns to Zest, who's holding the phone, filming. And he's
Oh my god, that's right at the end.
Unfortunately, we cut this part out, but he turns, he's like, that was the weirdest thing. Like, he just came in and did that. And what's weird is, like, no one's filming him. Like, you would think his friend would, like, have filmed it. But he just did that.
And Zest is just like, yeah, no one's filming this at all.
Literally holding the phone at his face. Like, we have footage of him just like...
just like right
And then Zest
there.
walks out, and he's like, dude, he had to put it together after I left, like, right after.
He had to have.
Like,
There's no way.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's
That was hilarious. I hope everyone looks that up. Honestly, one of my favorite videos. Kind of rolling with your sense of humor, you did an Animoji video for New Friends.
Oh my god,
I thought that was hilarious.
Animoji videos are probably my favorite. What's his name does it? Dylan Francis.
Oh, yeah.
And Jay Cyrus does them. But he does, like, sketch comedy. So the only other music video type Animoji videos I've seen were ones that were promoted by Apple. Like what's that Migos song? Stir Fry.
They did Stir Fry, they did like a Childish Gambino song.
Yeah.
Too.
And then I saw yours and I'm like, this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
At it again.
Just back at it
That was
again.
hilarious. I loved it.
Emoji, thank you.
Just...
I picked my favorite ones. I think that monkey
What was
one
it?
is my go-to.
Is it a monkey? It was the
It
monkey.
starts out with the monkey.
What else? The lion? Is the lion on there?
The lion. Maybe the unicorn. The unicorn's actually my favorite one. But
Okay.
I think he just does the ad-lib and the hook. Like the, oh.
Yeah.
He just
That
comes
one
in
was
with
really
that
fun.
fire.
It's funny to watch the emojis move, and then when you add the song to it and the lyrics, and you make it sing, like, it's hilarious. So,
Thank you.
yeah, you definitely are extremely talented musically, but you also have this great sense of humor. So, kind of growing up, were you seen as sort of like the talented music guy, more of the class clown? Like, how was that?
I was like the weird music guy. At
The
first.
weird music guy,
Like,
okay.
in middle school, I was like had really long hair, as skating, as emo music. But and then high school, I got into more of the
Indie.
cool music guy. Like,
Oh,
I was in a
okay.
band. I'd come back from a show and be like,
Don't talk to me.
yeah.
It's like,
what's up?
yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool. What's up?
But
Nice.
yeah, so that's how
Good.
I was in high school.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and set up the second song,
Yeah,
which is gonna be
she kind of looks like you.
yeah. So give us a little backstory, say a few words,
Yeah.
and we'll roll right into it.
It's like the first song with like guitar in it, I think. So I borrowed a buddy's guitar, just randomly. I was like, "Can I borrow that?" He's like, "Yeah." And so I was like, I knew I was gonna make a guitar song that day. And so I just played the riff after like making it for a while, just the boom, 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 and then it's like 4 bars, and I just looped it. And what started that song? I'm trying to think. It's probably the melody of the hook.
Okay.
And I think I just said that too. And I was like, that's a really long title. That's not going to work. But I'll just, like, I don't know what else to call it. It's like, I just say she kind of looks like you. So, and that one was really quick. And I think lyrically it's like one of the stronger songs of mine, but it was really quick.
We were talking about it a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan of the lyrics. Love it.
Yeah, and there's one I wrote just kind of like line after line. Like usually it's just like random parts. Like I'm like, oh, that's like a second verse. But it was just like kind of boom, 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 hook. How do I fit this next verse to go into the hook again and be different? And then just
it structured itself pretty much.
Nice. So we're going to go ahead and play that one for you guys.
Awesome.
So here it is.
I'm walking by a house where I used to stay, thinking about everything I couldn't say. Like I was wrong, I was selfish, I was insecure. You deserve so much better, but you got my worst. I close my eyes and I could picture all the things that we did, all of the time that we wasted thinking this wouldn't end. Losing my mind, knowing I won't ever see you again. Yeah, I'm moving on, knowing I won't ever get over this. When I'm with her, she kinda looks like you. And my t-shirt smells of perfume. Got my hands all over her body, but all I want is that feeling that I got with you. When I'm with her, it's just someone new. Not the worst, but I hope it ends soon. Got my hands all over her body, but all I want is that feeling that I got with you. I'm lying wide awake where we used to sleep. Another stranger laying next to me. She's resting her head on my chest, but it don't feel the same. Just another regret, a reminder that I made a mistake. I close my eyes and I could picture all the things that we did, all of the time that we wasted thinking this wouldn't end. Losing my mind, knowing I won't ever see you again. Yeah, I'm moving on, knowing I won't ever get over this. When I'm with her, she kinda looks like you. And my t-shirt smells of perfume. Got my hands all over her body, but all I want is that feeling that I got with you. When I'm with her, it's just someone new. Not the worst, but I hope it ends soon. Got my hands all over her body, but all I want is that feeling that I got with you. She kinda looks like, but she won't ever be. She kinda looks like, but she won't ever be. She kinda looks like you, but she won't ever be.
What's up, Zesty Boy?
What's going on?
So, for those of you listening at home, we just got Zesty Boy on the phone after listening to this Aftrhours song to kind of go back to that gavel that you guys use. What's up? We were asking Matt here about that gavel you guys use, and we were saying we think it needs a name. So,
Pretty high gavel, huh?
yeah, man, like, it's gotta have a name, and we it's your gavel. You gotta help name this thing.
I don't really know, but that gavel's got a lot of history behind it, I'll tell you that. So it's pretty cool.
You wanna elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, I guess I was the president of a fraternity, so I used to smash that thing every Sunday.
Oh my god.
You sound sound like you'd be a president of a fraternity just based off the sound of your voice right now. I say that in the best way possible.
Always the best way possible.
Times. Yep, that's all the history I got.
Come on, you gotta name the gavel. I mean, like...
What do we think is that? I told him you're really good at naming stuff.
Yeah, we were a huge fan of Nar Steez.
Oh, yeah. Pretty gnarly. I don't know. It's kind of weird to name my own gavel, but, I mean, I don't know. I've had it for a while. I've had it for, like, 8 years. We got some good times, for sure.
That's a long time to own a gavel.
Yeah.
I think the gavel, honestly, I'm not really sure. I broke a couple, so hitting them too hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you, like, break them in half or what?
No, just like sometimes we get all hype, you know, like we come up with some good ideas and I just like, hell yeah, smash it, and it just fly off. But
yeah, probably the head of it kind of flew off from the body, I guess, is what you call it?
Yeah, we've been using those gavels for many years.
Oh my god. I love it. It's a cool concept, especially when you're just out and about doing random shit and you're like, it is decided. Gavel.
Yeah.
Like,
It makes everything that much more official. You just smash the gavel and it's on.
oh my god.
As for naming it, I don't really know. I think you guys are going to have to do that from the outside perspective.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
man. What are you thinking, Matt?
I don't.
I mean,
even
you
know.
have a relationship with this gavel. We don't.
It's a symbol of like power, like and like strength. So maybe the rock. I don't know.
The rock.
Wow.
It's pretty strong.
Wow.
If we go that route and we're naming it The Rock, I think we should actually name it Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Remember we named that scorpion Dwayne, that scorpion we caught?
You caught a scorpion?
Yeah, we
Wait.
made a battle Black Widow or something, and we named him Dwayne Scorpion King.
Yep. And we had written a song about that too, called
That's-
Dwayne the Scorpion King.
Are you for real?
That's a real
Do you
story.
remember how it went?
Yeah, I do.
You gonna sing
It
it?
was like Dwayne the Scorpion King
Yep.
does. I don't remember the next line though.
Neither do I, but
It was good. It was like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I mean, I think it sounds just as good as the Aftrhours song.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you know what? This is new single maybe? Just Dwayne the Scorpion King?
I'm not mad at it.
Well, thanks for telling us about... Is Dwayne the official name for the gavel? Or
Yeah.
can we not... Alright.
I think it's Dwayne.
I think you gotta say, like, Dwayne, like, it's gnarly, like, hey, like, what's up, it's Dwayne, you know, just me.
well, we'll put that in episode 20 of your vlogs.
Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, they're waiting for the next vlogs. So
well, so am I, bro. So what's going down? Literally, how are we doing this? Kind of lagging.
we'll figure it out.
Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah, thanks for
Zess.
calling.
Tell that guy after ours to let's do this vlog because I'm ready and he's lagging.
All right.
The people are waiting.
the people are
The
waiting.
people are waiting.
Okay, bye.
All right,
Bye!
Peace.
Oh my god.
That's
That's Zest.
I feel like if Zesty Boy was here and he was part of this interview, it would have been 2 hours long.
It would have been a wild
I
interview.
feel like I would have been
We wouldn't end
laughing.
here. We would end somewhere else, like outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is probably true. We probably would have
Yeah.
ended up in the front yard with
Yeah.
like a pizza on a roof or something.
Exactly.
You know, but that's okay.
Classic Zest.
Classic
That's
Zest.
all you
There
have to
we
say.
go.
Classic Zest.
So I guess just to wrap it up, kind of, what is your goal with your music in the future? Like, what are your future plans? And if people only took one thing away from your music, what would you want that to be? Deep
Wow.
questions.
God.
Hard hitting.
Hard hitting questions right after that random ass call.
No. The goal is I have an EP that's almost done. I have a few songs that are
Nice.
almost done. That'll come out like next year probably.
Fantastic.
And that's all just me. There's no features on it. And then after that, I want to get like another EP with just features on it.
Mm-hmm.
Step back and just produce it. And, do that. And what was the second question?
Just if people only took away one thing from your music, what would you want that to be?
That it's good. I want them to...
What an honest answer.
Yeah, relate to it. Maybe it helped them through stuff. I had one person write that it helped them through a hard time, and I thought, that's why I make music. That's amazing.
Very good.
If people comment that, if you guys comment that, it'd make my month.
His month.
So, yeah.
Not even his day, his week, his
month,
whole month.
My whole month.
His day was made when you said Narnar skis.
Yeah, if you say Narnar skis,
Steez.
the day is made. But if you say the song Change Your Life, the whole month.
There we go. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Do you want anything you'd like to plug? Socials? What's your ad?
Yeah. New friends. You guys gotta go check out New Friends. Share it.
Yeah, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me on Spotify. My website has everything, afterhoursmusic.com. My occasional tweets about random thoughts.
We'll tweet at you more, and then you'll have to start being active because of it. So,
what's your username on Instagram?
It's Aftrhours with an underscore after it. So
perfect.
After Hours was taken.
Everything's taken.
This is so true.
The name you could do, you could be 26AB5, that's gonna be your artist name if you don't want it to be taken.
Because that's punk rock.
It's I already spelled it different. What else do you want me to do?
There we go. Well, perfect. Hopefully when that EP comes out, next year, we will have a couple house parties with that, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
So we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
You're doing big things. We're super excited. Everyone go find them on Spotify, listen to New Friends.
Find them on YouTube.
Honestly, watch those vlogs, bump the music in the car. So, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you so much for having me. This was amazing.
Yeah, of course. So,
now's the time where we play a 10-second clip of a track that we're featuring next week. Here we go.
I don't wanna be caught up in the middle.
Okay, you just heard a 10-second clip of a track we are featuring next week. Try to guess what that is. Try to guess who we're interviewing. If you think you know who we're interviewing, go ahead and leave us the balloon emoji. Yeah, this has been Unmastered, where we're on uncut and on the record with your favorite bands, and we'll chat with you next week.
bye.